इनकलाब जिंदाबाद मेरे भाइयों दोस्तों बहनों friends aspirants. So today is the day for science and technology. In our free series we are covering the most important topics every week: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So videos are coming every week, PDFs are available. So be very careful in attempting these questions and taking the PDFs. बहुत कम आने वाला है sir and ma'am. For PDFs, the number is given in the description. You have to leave a WhatsApp, sir, I want the PDF. So let's dive into the questions today. So first question, consider the following statements about ozone. Very important again. So there's a latest research. All these questions are made derived from current affairs and nature based upon previous year questions. So ozone, an important topic. Changes in concentration of ozone does not affect westerlies. Changes in concentration of ozone affects salt distribution across oceans. So which of the above are correct? You have to choose within these options. कि ओजोन की concentration से क्या effect होता है, right? So next question, second, who among the following headed the 5G steering committee? 5G always in news, especially with conflicts around the world, crises around the world, and need for online shifting of the world, right? So this becomes an important question. कौन थे साहब? या तो रंगाराजन साहब, या शशि थरूर साहब, AJ पॉलराज साहब, या के सत्यमूर्ति साहब? Who was the head of the 5G steering committee? कौन से साल में बनी थी? Do you know that? If you know it, comment your answers. Please comment your answers below the video. Right, so consider the following about sound on Mars. On Mars होना चाहिए, sound Mars नहीं, sound on Mars. So sound on Mars, Mars पे बहुत सारे मिशंस हैं. करंट अफेयर क्या है इसके बारे में? परसिवेरेंस जो नासा का मिशन है वहां पे, they have for the first time broken the silence and heard sounds. पिक्चर्स तो आती थी, साउंड्स पहली बार फ्रॉम मार्स आए हैं जी, हमारे पास सैंपल्स आए हैं, राइट? सो अबाउट साउंड ऑन मार्स, स्पीड ऑफ साउंड ऑन मार्स इज फास्टर देन ऑन अर्थ. Sound attenuation on Mars is greater than on Earth. So about sound comparison on Mars and Earth. So कौन सा correct है sir? One only, two only, both, none? Give me the answers in the comments. I'll tell you after completing the 5 questions, right? So Yamanaka factors, very important again. नोबेल प्राइजेस से है जी, नोबेल प्राइजेस से मेंस में भी प्री में भी आ रहा है. सो काफी पुराना हो गया नोबेल प्राइज, बट दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, especially because of COVID, right? So Yamanaka factors sometimes seen in news are related to which among the following? Stem cell research, green transport, hydrogen production, factors affecting ground level ozone. So which among the following are related to Yamanaka factor, sir and ma'am? Right? So last question for the day. UVICA program recently seen in news is related with which among the following? Ministry of Education, Machine Learning Hackathon, ISRO या नीति आयोग? Please give me your answers in the comment section and doubts if any. Right, so let's come to the explanations and the answers now. So consider the following statements about ozone. पहला question था, changes in concentration of ozone does not affect westerlies. नहीं जी नहीं. Every weather phenomenon has teleconnection, basically सारे linked हैं. So this cannot be the answer. ये तो logic से निकल जाता है. Right, changes in concentration of ozone affect salt distribution across oceans. Yes. So correct is 2 only. How this is a latest research यार, हमने southern ocean में देखा कि 2 तरीके की ओजोन होती है ना. Look at it over here. Upper atmosphere में, stratosphere में, ozone is formed by interaction between oxygen molecules and UV radiation. O2O ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल्स प्लस हो जाते हैं यूवी रेस की वजह से, O3 ओजोन बन जाती है, राइट? So ozone is made in this way in the stratosphere, upper atmosphere. Lower atmosphere में the near surface ozone in the troposphere is considered a pollutant. So it forms due to chemical reactions between pollutants like vehicle exhaust fumes and other emissions. Right? We know the emissions, the nitrous oxides, etc. They form the ozone near the ground or in the troposphere, and near Earth ozone is a pollutant. So the latest research about this says that changes in ozone concentration in atmosphere affect westerly winds in southern hemisphere as well as causing contrasting levels of salt and temperature close to surface in the southern ocean. हमने देखा है अभी लेटेस्ट रिसर्च में कि सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर में ओशन में सदर्न ओशंस में क्या हुआ है, ओजोन लेवल की ओजोन की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन लोअर एटमॉस्फेयर में ट्रोपोस्फेयर में बढ़ने की वजह से द हीट एब्जॉर्प्शन by the ocean has massively increased, and this will ultimately harm the biggest source of carbon sequestration, that is ocean, right? So this is the latest research about ozone concentration, that not only is it bad when we have a hole of ozone in the upper atmosphere, it is really adding to climate change or global warming by the increase in lower atmosphere levels of ozone, right? So keep this in mind, please. Right, so who among the following headed the 5G steering committee? Very famous AJ Paulraj साहब, इसे please ध्यान रखना, this might be in the question paper. Right, so 5G committee steering committee was chaired by Professor AJ Paulraj. It submitted its recommendation to Department of Telecommunication. Mains के लिए इनकी recommendations भी याद करेंगे. Right. So next, consider the following about sound on Mars. Speed of sound on Mars is faster than on Earth. This cannot be because Martian atmosphere is not as concentrated as the Earth's atmosphere. Right? So this is wrong. This is wrong. Sound attenuation on Mars is greater than on Earth. Correct. Right? So 2 only, B becomes the answer. So speed of sound is lower on Mars than on Earth. Sound कहाँ से इकट्ठा किया है? Perseverance rover पे. Perseverance जो मिशन है नासा वाला, उस पे they have recorded sounds as well using a French tool or French instrument, right? So recorded sounds have for the first time now come from Mars. It is being said as the silence breaker. हमारे rovers घूम रहे हैं मार्स पे, ऑर्बिटर तो इंडिया का भी घूम रहा है. So साइलेंस ब्रेक पहली बार हुआ है जी, साउंड्स आए हैं मार्स से. सो हमने ऑब्जर्व करा है बहुत सारे साउंड्स के साथ कि मार्स पे जो स्पीड ऑफ साउंड है दैट इज लोअर देन ऑन अर्थ. मार्स पे इट इज 240 मीटर पर सेकेंड, अर्थ पे इट इज 340 मीटर पर सेकेंड, राइट? सो लोअर स्पीड ऑफ साउंड ऑन मार्स देन ऑन अर्थ. But the most surprising thing is that it turns out that there are actually 2 speeds of sound on Mars, one for high pitch sound and one for lower frequencies. And even sound attenuation is greater on Mars than on Earth. What is sound attenuation, by the way, friends? Can you tell me what is sound attenuation in the comment section, please? Please do that if you know it. If you don't know it, give me your doubts, I'll solve that. Right? So all these various factors make it difficult for 2 people standing only 5 meters apart to have conversation on Mars. Attenuation बहुत ज़्यादा है and speed of sound कम है, Martian atmosphere different है, तो मार्स पे खड़े होके बात करना एक दूसरे से, चाहे 5 मीटर 6 गज की दूरी बनानी थी, वहाँ 5 गज की दूरी पे भी सुना ही नहीं आएगा, राइट? सो मार्स की एटमॉस्फेयर देखो जी, 96% कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, अर्थ पे ओनली 0.04 नेचुरली अवेलेबल, राइट? एंड एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर 170 टाइम्स लोअर देन अर्थ. सो एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर ऑल्सो इन मार्स इज लोअर देन अर्थ, राइट जी? सो सेकेंड लास्ट क्वेश्चन, यामानाका फैक्टर्स. शिन्या यामानाका साहब को नोबेल प्राइज मिला था फॉर व्हाट? फॉर IPSCs, that is induced pluripotent stem cells. So induced pluripotent stem cells. What are pluripotent stem cells? Anybody? What are these pluripotent stem cells? If you know it, please comment in the comment section. The answer here is stem cell research, obviously A, right? So Shinya Yamanaka Saab was the first scientist to turn normal cells which have specific function into stem cells which have special ability to develop into any cell type, right? So अब जिन फैक्टर्स को इन्होंने यूज करा था उन्हें बोलते हैं यामानाका फैक्टर्स. कि एक नॉर्मल, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल स्किन का सेल है, वो सिर्फ स्किन में डिवाइड हो सकता है, इन्होंने ऐसा किया कि उसे स्टेम सेल बना दिया जो किसी में भी स्पेशलाइज हो सकता है, राइट? सो कैसे बनाया? यामानाका फैक्टर के थ्रू ट्रीट करके बनाया. अब जो फैक्टर्स यूज करे उनका नाम ही यामानाका फैक्टर्स पड़ गया, एंड जो सेल्स है उन्हें भी यामानाका cells बोल दिया जाता है, induced pluripotent stem cells, right? So he got this Nobel Prize in 2007, but still it is very 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 relevant, right? So last question था जी युविका प्रोग्राम, ये इसरो का प्रोग्राम है सर एंड मैम. दिस इज अ युविका प्रोग्राम है युवा विज्ञानी कार्यक्रम, बेसिकली यंग साइंटिस्ट प्रोग्राम के अंडर युवा विज्ञानी कार्यक्रम टू इम्पार्ट बेसिक नॉलेज ऑन स्पेस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, स्पेस साइंस एंड एप्लीकेशंस टू यंगर स्टूडेंट्स, राइट? प्रेफरेंस वुड बी गिवन टू रूरल एरियाज. ध्यान रखना ऐसे ऐसे पॉइंट्स तंग करते हैं ऑप्शंस में. Right, so these were the 5 MCQs for the day. The last thing we say is thank you so much for watching, and please keep on taking and practicing the PDFs for this MCQs. We are coming up with quality things related to current affairs and to previous year questions every week. We are just providing it free of cost, just for your welfare. We understand our social responsibility as well, right? So thank you so much for watching again. Last में फिर से एक बार इनकलाब जिंदाबाद.